Hey, what's going on, guys? This is like my second or third time trying to make this video. First one was way too long-winded, and yeah, so that was just too much talk. What I got here to show you guys is 3 horror posters. Two of them that have definitely been on my wish list for quite some time. The other one, not so much. The other one, I can explain why that was pretty new. And that's the first one I'm going to show. In no particular order. All 3 of these horror posters are awesome to me. So yeah, no particular order. I got one already framed simply because it was the first one that came in last week. That's why it's already framed. So not because it's any more special than the other. So the first one I'm going to show is, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. It is my oldest poster to date, 1969. With the help of some friends on the Facebook. It's a Facebook group, movie genre poster. It's a collecting forum there. So with the help of some friends like Andrew and a couple of others that I've met on that forum, they've kind of like helped open my eyes and kind of take a break from posters of the 80s and 70s. So, and I had never really thought about looking at horror posters from the 60s, and much less the 50s. So, and Andrew and a couple others have posted some amazing posters that they have in their collection. Absolute gorgeous posters that those guys have. So that forum is that Facebook group is very dangerous for me now. But I do like to thank them for kind of opening my eyes to the more, just for branching out and looking at horror posters of the 60s and 50s. I probably not going to be able to get too many because the older the poster, the more crazy the price is, But I got this one for a steal, actually. Surprisingly, someone helped me out and snatched this bad boy up for under $35, believe it or not. So it's an original 27 by 41, your standard size. Just saw this movie for the first time this past week and love it. It's one of that Edgar Allan Poe series that Vincent Price did and a couple others did. So Christopher Lee, that's awesome. Always glad to have a horror poster with those 2 guys advertised on it. Legendary. So yeah. Glad to finally get a horror poster from the 60s and branch out a little, take a break from the 80s. So thanks to Andrew, thanks to Brian, and a couple of the others that I've met on that poster collecting forum. So yeah, well, those guys have amazing collections. So I definitely love seeing their updates and stuff when they post on there. So the next one is one that, yeah, definitely it was on my wish list. How could it not be? And it is also a theatrical 27 by 41. My favorite zombie movie of all time and will always be out of the trilogy, and that is George A. Romero's Day of the Dead, original one sheet. Yeah, this one's just been on my wish list from like day one. There was a seller, came across a seller that had multiple of these, and I talked with him, and it is original, in very good condition. There is some separation in the center crossfold and a little bit there on top, but that's about it. Other than that, this poster is in amazing shape. I've always loved this movie. It's my #1 zombie movie. I'm always happy to run into others on YouTube and Facebook, just online, and say that that's their #1 out of the trilogy as well. So, and I've met quite a few, surprisingly, that this is their #1 zombie movie. So that's always awesome. Of course, from another fan. But I'm gonna catch my breath and stop talking. just a beautiful design. I love that design. That's a genius right there. So yeah, that's a big one. Snatched a big one that time. Okay, and the last poster. This one was God, this was on my wish list from day one. You guys know how I am with the video promos. I'm always looking for the certain ones that are very nostalgic for me, take me back to the video store days. You know, I can definitely relate to those that are into VHS collecting. I totally understand that. With me, it's just it's video promo posters. So yeah, I can totally relate. And this one, without rambling so much, this is the one I have framed. I'm glad I finally came across it. This is my all-time #1 like killer kid flick, killer kid movie. It's coming from me from 1986. The video promo for Bloody Birthday. It is in pretty good condition, considering you guys know how video promo posters can be. They can be pretty beat up, tacked on the walls, taped on the walls, you know, in video stores. So, but this one is in immaculate condition. This poster actually came with the Prism press kit. I don't have that. All it is just a lot of paperwork and a lot of like numbers and stuff like that. It's a booklet, and it comes with like a little 2-page ad for this movie with the same artwork and stuff. But yeah, I love this video promo poster way better than the theatrical one sheet, because it's just more, it's basically the same artwork, it's just more vivid, more bright. I personally think it's drawn a little better with the flames, they glow better. I love the little add-on right there currently in the theatrical release. That's awesome. So yeah, it's got extra blood added. The cake is a different color as well, and I think the title is written slightly different too. But coming from Prism, absolute beautiful poster. Glad to finally track this one down and get it off the wish list. So yeah, this one's hanging up actually in the bedroom. I got this one hanging up in the bedroom. But that is that. My all-time #1 favorite killer kid flick, because I like it doesn't drag for me. It's a nice pace to the movie. The child actors that are in the movie do a fantastic job, in my opinion. Very convincing. I like the whole solar eclipse born at the same time kind of deal it's got going for it. I love the ending, how it just kind of, it's dread. It just kind of drops off, you know, has that classic freeze frame ending. So yeah, my all-time #1. And I do know that Who Can Kill a Child is like an immortal classic, but for some reason I just put this one over Who Can Kill a Child. Just barely. That's just me. But anyway, it's all about the posters. So yeah. So Bloody Birthday video promo for that. I'm glad to finally score that beauty, and glad to finally branch out into the 60s, start looking at horror posters from the 60s, you know. It won't be too many. A lot of them are ridiculously, and I understand, ridiculously expensive, but if I can get it for under $35 like I did that, well then it's possible. So, and that's a beautiful artwork. That's like ink, I would think, just hand-drawn in ink. And awesome green. So, and then yes, finally glad to finally bag this sucker. Original one sheet for Day of the Dead. That is it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the update. Yeah, that's going to be all the poster collecting for this month for me. Yeah, I bagged a lot of good ones, and yeah, keep on the hunt. Collect what you guys want to collect. All that movie goodness. And as always, guys, seriously, I'm not just saying it just to say it. Sometimes it's a habit just to say it at the end of each video, but yeah, as always, thank you guys for watching, leaving cool comments, just talking horror, and keep collecting what you want to collect. Take it easy, have a good weekend. or whatever day it is you happen to watch this video. Later.